Good evening, everyone. I'm Tracy, and I'm really glad that you're joining. And we're going to start our practice because that's exactly what yoga is. It's just simply a practice. So please join me in an easy seat. And for everyone, that looks different. So an easy seat can be crisscross applesauce. It can be legs straight out. Whatever makes you the most comfortable, because our practice, it's just practice, can be different for everyone. So some people even use deer legs, which at this time of year is so beautiful. So an easy seat, and just get comfortable in that. We'll be here for a few minutes as we begin to shake off the day. So just finding your easy seat, and begin with me to settle into this moment that you have given to yourself. What a gift. So begin to focus in on perhaps your breath, or maybe any sound that is happening around you that will begin to focus your attention on the present. And allow your spine to stack one vertebra on top of the other. And as you begin to do that, maybe check to make sure that your head is aligned over your heart and that your heart is over your hips. And begin to seal off your lips and allow your in-breath to come in through the nose and out through the nose. In a yoga practice, the breathing in and out through the nose begins to settle the body as an automatic response that everything is well. Nothing is the matter. When we breathe in and out through the mouth, it triggers a response in the brain that we need to be on guard. If you think about someone jumping out and scaring you, or if someone abruptly puts on the brakes, you most likely gasp through the mouth. Or if you're really annoyed with someone, you might go, ah, through the mouth. So when we seal off the lips and we breathe in and out through the nose, the brain says, all is well. Just allowing gravity to begin to take over, settling deeper into your seat. On every exhale, most especially, allowing the thighs to grow heavy, and the shoulders to fall away from the ears. Perhaps the hands even begin to rest on the earth. The fingertips long, even maybe tickling the mat. On the inhales, the spine grows tall. The art of allowing. Begin to open your other senses besides the breath through the nose. Begin to listen. Without judgment, the other things that you hear in your space. Attempting not to label them as good or bad, annoying or pleasant. Just listen to them. Allowing your facial muscles to relax. Letting the day just melt away down to the earth. Perhaps seeing different colors of light come through the lids of your eyes if they're closed off. If your mind has wandered, perhaps just returning to the in and exhales through the nose. Seeing if they're any deeper or perhaps longer or shorter. Noticing what your fingertips are touching, what that might feel like, not judging it or changing it. Really bringing you here and now into this space, into the present moment. On your next breath in, fill your tummy and your lungs with vital oxygen. And exhale everything that did not serve you today, letting it all out. And then breathing in an intention for the rest of our practice together this evening. Perhaps an I am statement. I am healthy. I am strong. I am peaceful. It doesn't even have to be true in this moment, but we speak it as if. Begin to manifest it in our lives. What do you want to be? Make it true in this moment. I am peaceful. Gently blink your eyes open. Taking in all the colors. Just notice how your body feels. All the things that are around. And we'll begin our first movement for our practice today. On an inhale, we'll bring the arms up high to the sky and allow the palms to touch together. And on the exhale, just float them back down to the earth. Give a little tickle. And inhaling them up high again, just bringing some life into the body. Exhale, float them back down. And inhale one more time, up high. Hold them up high if you can. Bring them to touch, and if not, just as close as you can, getting them together. Whatever works for your body. What matters is that you're paying it some attention. And on the exhale, this time we're going to twist open to one side or the other. It does not matter. You choose. On the exhale, twist open to one side or the other. allowing the hand to meet the opposite knee for a beautiful spinal twist. Keeping the spine nice and straight to get a deeper stretch. Take a peek around the shoulder, seeing what's behind you. Just as far as your body is comfortable, don't push yourself. Just allow. And on your inhales, we grow taller in yoga. And on the exhales, we deepen into the seat. Deepen into the stretch. A few rounds at your own pace. A few rounds of breath. Inhale to grow tall. And exhale to deepen into the stretch. On your incoming breath, reach up high to the sky, palms will come together. And exhale, twist open to the other side, opening up that heart space, taking the heart up high to the sky. For an added stretch, take a peek over the shoulder to see what's behind. Remembering to not hold tight to anything. Letting it go. I am peaceful. Few rounds of breath here. And then inhaling, bringing the arms back up high to the sky. Palms come to touch, or as close as you can get them. And on the exhale, we'll repeat the same movement back to the other side, but we'll pick up the pace just a little bit. Nice twist here. And then inhale back up to the top, palms come together. Exhale, open up to the opposite side. And inhale back up to the top. Hold for just a moment, and then open up to the opposite side. Excellent. Inhale, arms come back up high to the sky and open back up one last time. Nice stretch here. And then inhale back up to the top, and we'll hold at the top, placing the palms together and then bringing them down to heart center, tucking our thumbs into our heartbeat. A slight bow of gratitude for all of the beautiful movements our body is able to do. And now we're going to make our way to our backs. So a gentle twist on your mat. Keep the palms of your feet planted and your knees bent, or whatever way you want to get to your back is fine. But I find this the easiest way, to just place my hands behind my knees and gently roll one vertebra at a time to get down to my back. Keeping the hands at the side, you'll notice this beautiful natural curve that happens in the back. The spine does this on its own, and it's so lovely. We're going to take that natural curve out of the spine by creating an energy lock in the body. So use the belly button to push the belly button down to the mat, and then pull the pelvic floor up to the belly button, almost like a drawstring. You can even use the feet, applying a little pressure in the feet, not much, just a little, to kind of tuck everything in. And you'll notice all of a sudden, all of your spine, including your tailbone, are meeting the mat. And you create this beautiful energy lock in the very center of your body. This is the balance point. It would be the fulcrum of your body if someone were to try to build a little fulcrum machine out of you. And then just allow now the natural curve to return in the spine. Allow the shoulders to relax. And then one more time, create that energy lock by pushing down the belly button towards the earth and bring all the pelvic floor up to meet the belly button. And just hold right there for a round of breath. Inhale and exhale. And then release it on an exhale. This time, we're going to push this up into a bridge pose. So inhale to prepare. And on an exhale, push the belly button down, take out the natural curve, and then allow the hips to rise up to the sky. And you'll feel the weight of the body shift towards the shoulders and the feet and the hips. That energy lock that gets created there is where a lot of the pressure should be, not in the neck. And you can hold here for a round of breath. And when you're ready, gently lower down one vertebra at a time. And then allow that natural curve to return. And then yogis, at your own pace, it's your practice. Take this natural curve out of the spine first by creating that energy lock. You really practice building up the muscle memory by doing that. And then rolling up one vertebra at a time, lift the hips as high as they can go. Never make it uncomfortable. And then gently lower back down. I love bridge pose because I can do this slowly and really work on the muscle memory. I can just stay here and practice all day, taking the curve in and out of the spine. Or I can really build up the muscle strength and do lots of repetition. So it's up to you. So 10 bridge poses or one hold for 15 seconds. They both have different benefits. And if you try both, you'll see. They work different muscles, different energy locks in the body. And when you're ready, we'll all meet back in the position we started. Spine fully on the ground with a natural curve. Our next pose or asana is my favorite. It's the secret sauce. If you ever feel like, oh, a yoga pose would make me feel better, this is the go-to. It's called waterfall, or better known as legs up the wall. So if you have a wall in your home, which if you have a home, you probably have a wall, then take yourself to a wall. Or if you have a belt or a band that you can use. The concept is that the legs go straight up. Some people can hold their legs straight up with no problem. For me, if I have a wall, then it doesn't require a lot of work. The purpose behind this asana is not really to do anything with the muscles, but more so to work with the blood flow of the body and the heart muscle. This is an inversion pose. To intensify the pose, you can take a block and place it underneath your sits bones. So placing the feet back down is to not injure oneself. Simply take it and place it right underneath your buttocks. You can determine the height by adjusting the height of the block. So I prefer the medium height. So I lay it flat-ish. And then I'll send my feet up high to the sky. Toes pointed, toes flexed, makes no difference. Yogi's choice. You can even do some ankle rolls. If you go one way, please go the other. 15 seconds, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Matters not. Mo better, one of my favorite yogis says. But 15 seconds is beneficial. We adjust the way that our heart pumps, the blood flows. We take all, if you stand on your feet all day, this is a beautiful, super beneficial pose. And at this point, my legs get tired, but if I had a wall, which I do, but I'm not gonna move right now. If I had a wall, I could stay here and read a book. This is also a great time to return to my meditation that I began my practice with. Return to my breath. My I am statement. We'll begin to make our way out of this pose. So if you were up against a wall, begin to shimmy your way back to your mat or wherever you were. Gently lower the legs down. Make sure your feet are firmly planted before you remove any blocks or props you may have used. And with your knees bent, we'll just windshield wiper out the knees. So just gently allow the knees to go back and forth, back and forth. And then we'll come to stillness at the top. And we'll lift the knees up so that the shins are parallel to the ground, a reverse table. And we'll bring our arms up and either cactus them or make a T with your arms. And create that energy lock in the core of your body, the very center of your body that we practiced earlier. Tuck the belly button in, draw up the pelvic floor, and you might find that that natural curve begins to go away. Using that core strength, see if you can lower the legs to either side. It matters not, we'll do both. Lower the legs to either the right or the left, using the core strength, the energy lock you created, while allowing the shoulders to remain on the mat. Or a supine twist.
Someone else is listening to your Pandora.
For a little more intensity, you can take a peek with your head in the opposite direction of your knees. Twisting the spine is a fantastic workout for the digestive tract. Also a fantastic way to get the spinal fluids moving that have been stagnant. And when you're ready, gently bring the knees back to center using that energy lock, that core strength. And when you're ready, lower the legs down to the opposite side. For a more intense stretch, take a peek in the opposite direction. A big, deep inhale here might feel nice. Turning the legs to center, bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a really big hug. Maybe even rolling the spine around, massaging the back. Or stillness might feel nice. And then send the legs long, reach the arms way overhead. And just a really big, long body stretch might feel nice here. And then rolling over onto your belly. However you get there, it doesn't have to look pretty. We're going to send both arms out straight ahead. And we'll just rest for a moment with our right cheek on the mat. And just return for a second to the breath. Taking a few really deep inhale and exhales. And pay attention to gravity in this particular direction. Do you feel the breath mostly in the stomach or in the chest? Equally in both? Without judging, just noticing. And relaxing. Our next asana is called Lotus Pose. It is excellent for strengthening the lower back. So take an inhale to prepare, creating this energy lock we've been working so hard on during this practice, except we're in the opposite direction now. So tuck the belly button into the spine. Pull the pelvic floor up to meet like a drawstring. And we're going to lift both arms and legs at the same time, if you can. If not, then lift whichever of your four limbs that you feel most comfortable lifting. So inhale to prepare, and on your exhale, like the lotus flower, lifting all the petals up off the ground. And this is an intense pose, so when you're ready, just lower back down. If you can hold it for one round of breath, that's amazing and better than me because I have to go back down to the ground. And you can come back down to either cheek and rest. And we'll give another try. So take an inhale to prepare. And on the exhale, push everything out and up. And hold. This is one of those yoga poses that you'll feel for sure tomorrow. And you hold it for as long as possible, but never too long. Interesting concept. And lower back down, maybe taking the other cheek to the ground. One more time, yogis. Make this one count. Take an inhale to prepare. And on your exhale, lift up. Lift those petals up from the ground. Let your flower bloom. Hold it. Hold it for 5, for 4, for 3. Come on, you've got it. 2. 1 more. Don't lower yet. You've got it. And gently back down to the ground. Opposite cheek comes to meet the mat. Excellent job. And rest. Whew. When you're ready, just slide your arms down so that your hands are next to your ears. And maybe just push yourself back. We're going to child's pose. So bringing your hips back to your heels. Just giving your body a break. This is our resting pose in yoga.